Welcome here to Seguin, Texas, where tonight your Lady Panthers will face, in a by-district playoff round of basketball, face the Lady Gobblers from Cuero. So I'm Lance Blackburn. I'm joined here by the voice of the Panthers, Hank Dieter.
Howdy, folks. Oh, man, I'm glad to be back here in the playoffs. Isn't that great to see that? I mean, the Runnin Lady Panthers, I have to go back and look at that streak again, but it's been a pretty long streak as far as what they've been doing here in basketball every single year. I mean, you could almost expect it, just like you can expect us to have
Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving dinner, yeah.
And
I was
with football.
Playing
on Thanksgiving and football.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. And I was going to do it jokingly, say, just like the rain comes every year, maybe once a year here now.
There you go.
But we do know it's going to happen, and we know that the Runnin Lady Panthers, with Coach Daryl Harbeth at the helm, he really has a good system, and he does a good job with it. So We'll see how they do it tonight, and see how well they fare against the Lady Gobblers of Cuero.
Absolutely. I'm excited. That this should be a good matchup. These teams played earlier in the year. As a matter of fact, they played on November the 8th, the first game of the year. And our Lady Panthers took that victory 61-37. It was tight for about 8 minutes, and then the Panthers just took over with turnovers and just blew them out. So let's hope that happens again tonight. But yeah, our Panthers come in, Hank, ranked overall record of 29-7. In district, they finished third, 8-4. The only two losses, there was 4 losses, but the only 2 teams that they ended up losing to were Fredericksburg twice and Bernie twice. The number 2 ranked team in the state, and the number 5 ranked team in the state. So,
and this district, that in District 27 here, 4A, for the Lady Panthers, I mean, it's got to be one of the toughest districts in the state of Texas. And when we look at Cuero, the real competitors there were mostly Lavernia and then the Young Women's Leadership Academy, but that kind of went back and forth. But I still think if the Lady Gobblers, with their size tonight, it may affect what we would normally do for the Runnin Lady Panthers. But we'll see how that works out.
Yeah. So Cuero comes in. They play in. Of course, District 28. We're in District 27, Region 4, 4A Division 2, right? So they are 19-13 overall. They finished second in their district, as you mentioned. They were 9-3. And they, away, they have a pretty good record. They're 7-3 on the road and 4-4 in neutral sites. So I guess technically this would be a neutral site. But they've won 3 in a row. And so they come in on a little bit of a streak. And, they've got some height through their team, Hank.
Yeah.
They've got 2. If you want to talk about them, there's number 11, Arissa Cabanero. She averages 15 points a game. She's 5'10". And then the other basically center, as they call her, she's 6 foot, number 1, Aubrey Bowles, and she averages 10 points a game. So.
Yeah, and that's Cuero's game, is the inside game. They really don't have much on the outside, because when we look at the 3-point attempts, or 3 points made, they've only made 22 this season. So where they're going to go.
Yes.
I mean, that's going to be pounded down inside and use their big girls to be able to go up and make plays. Because even if not, they're expecting themselves to get a rebound as well.
Yeah, exactly. And, the thing is it's going to be Carly Koenig down low. Ryan Hepp's going to have a good night defensively, and yeah, absolutely, we're going to have to. I was kind of joking. I was joking around before the game. I coached some 3rd and 4th graders, and I was watching Cuero warm up, and they take all these shots right around the box and right around the basket, and of course they were making them, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean. And they weren't really shooting a bunch of 3-pointers to warm up. So, that is their game, and we're going to have to be ready for it, and you asked, hey, what would you do? And, if it was me,
right.
I'd go to a zone. But I'm a big zone guy, so,
yeah.
Force you to shoot outside and whatnot. But yeah, so, and then the other thing is Cuero plays a really, really tough defense.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the size that they have, you should. I mean, But I really think that the overall, the speed of the Runnin' Lady Panthers, they really need to go and attack. We see Tatum Harbeth, she's the leading scorer, and she's able to attack over and over again. And that's what we're going to have to see against Cuero. Get them in foul trouble early, and not just sit on it. And you want to get the open pass, but let's go ahead and force the issue early.
Right.
And then if we have to peel back a little bit, we can. And I'll guarantee you that's what Coach Harbeth will do tonight. He's gonna make the officials make calls.
Right.
And put the pressure on them, and put the pressure on the defense to stop the Runnin' Lady Panthers.
Well, and that's right. And you said it best, running. The
Right.
Runnin' Lady Panthers.
Right.
And we emphasize running. And I think that's what you got to do tonight. Cuero comes in, they average about 18 turnovers a game. And, they've only shot, and Hank, you pointed this out before the game, they've only made 22 three-pointers.
Yeah.
And that results in about a 16% percentage from three-point land.
Yeah.
And they average from the free throw line, they're at 48%. And then from the 2-point, regular field goals, they're 39%. So,
and that's not that bad when you look at the overall 39% isn't terrible, because that's where they get most of their points is
That's
inside.
right.
So
That's right.
You got to think of missed layups and all those things too. But the Runnin' Lady Panthers, they've been able to hold their own when it comes to shooting. When we look at the Runnin' Lady Panthers, they've made quite a bit of three-pointers, and they've more than doubled than what Cuero had actually made. So I think that, again, for the Runnin' Lady Panthers, it's going to be just put all the pressure on the officials and the defense of the Cuero Gobblers.
Yes, that's correct. And, the first time these two teams played, Leyland Stern was running the point. She was running the point guard. She tore her ACL in Game 5. But so it'll be interesting to see how, the games have translated. Of course, it was the first game of the season. Now we're played 32 games or so, 33 games, and so totally different teams. So you can't base the 61-37 victory in the first game off really too much. So the Panthers are going to have to be ready. I also point out, the Lady Panthers are 9-1 in neutral sites, which is usually tournaments and things like that.
Right.
But that's impressive. This is almost. I don't want to say a home game because, the Gobblers always travel well, right?
Yeah.
They're going to have, as I say that, it looks like the
whole football team
Yeah.
and basketball team's coming in right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, so it's not going to be a home game, even though, our school's probably 6 minutes up the road. But yeah, so.
And I want to tell you what, though, we watched the game before us where the Randolph Rohawks just barely lost to Edna Cowboys, I guess Cowgirls.
Cowgirls, yeah, right. There you go.
And, man, it was a game that came down and it ended up 67-64. But what I was going to point out about that, it got very loud here. You don't need to have a full gym in here to get this place loud, and it was extremely loud. So, and communication, I bring that up again because communication on the court is going to be a key. You can't always use verbal communication. You got to use signs, and you got to understand the situation.
No, that's a great point because, yes, we were over here on the Rohawk side, and they started coming back, and they didn't even have that many people here, but boy,
Yeah.
they did lead some cheers during their timeout, so they had an energetic crowd. So, and Cuero's always like that. So
yeah, and that's why, I think the Panthers have to be ready for that. I think they will. Coach Harbeth does a good job with getting his communicating across with the girls on the Runnin' Lady Panthers. Now, we just have to make sure we don't get overconfident early either.
That's true.
You get up on that lead, or if we do, I'm not saying we will.
Right.
But you just can't get overconfident. They have to keep even keel all the way throughout. If that means putting the, just going hard every single play, that's what we want.
That's right. And we do got a pretty good little purple crowd, nation crowd over there. So
they're filling up the other side.
yeah, they are. So So anyways, yeah, so we're looking forward to it. It should be fun tonight. By-district playoffs, if you just joined us tonight. And, let's talk a little bit about, maybe the next round, if we're so lucky to win tonight. District 25 and 26. Out of District 25, you got Brookshire Royal, who's 22-7, and they're going to play against District 26 Iowa Colony. And Brookshire Royals, 22-7. Iowa Colony's 10-18. That game is tomorrow night, Valentine's Day, at 6:30 p.m. And I'm not sure exactly where they're playing, but we won't know if we win or whoever wins this game who they will play until tomorrow night. So
yeah, Brookshire Royal is the heavy favorite early, but you never know how these things play out.
That's
why
true.
You play the game, right?
That's right. I mean, the game before us,
Uh-huh.
it was a 20-point game in the third quarter, and the Rohawks fought all the way back and barely, they ended up losing by 2 or 3. So
right. So,
but they tied it at the end. So you never know.
You never know. That's right. And because even though it's a round ball, it does bounce funny sometimes. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm excited. But I do want to put up real quick here. I'm going to put up the QR code if you want to help donate and help the Audiovisual Club for Navarro, as they're just trying to get that started. They got a kickstart from the Panther Posse as they help get a lot of the equipment and things together, and so we're very thankful for that from the Panther Posse. And now we need some more donations to help keep this alive, to help keep it going, so we can be out here broadcasting, these games and other events as well. So
right. We did a Veterans Day.
Yes.
We also did a high school play in the fall. So it just won't be, and I'm sure in the future we're looking to do some band competitions. So it just won't be athletics alone. So
Right. So I think that once they get it going, you'll see better graphics, better. It's just a matter of time, and you'll see that. So, but thanks to those that have helped out and in the past and all, but we really appreciate any dime that we've got donated, and also for the like the principal, Clay Scarborough. He's been the sponsor thus far and getting the Audiovisual Club and keeping it going and making it happen. So, and then thanks to you, Lance, for getting it really, rolling and coming out here and taking your own time, volunteering your time to do this as well.
Well, no, it's a pleasure. It's a lot of fun. So it's great cause for the kids and for the community. So we enjoy it up here. So it looks like we're getting close here, and we should do a national anthem here shortly.
Yeah, I think.
Then,
I don't remember if the last game. I think they. We'll see if they do the players' introductions. If we can catch those, we will, and then they'll go probably into the national anthem, and then we'll get the tip-off for you. That's going to be exciting. I'm excited, folks. Anytime we get to play the Gobblers, it's always exciting.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So it's going to be fun, and here we go. So we're going to turn it over and listen to the announcer.
Regulations of the UIL. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. Cheer these young ladies, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. First, for the visiting Lady Gobblers. Number 3, Caitlin Comiskey. Number 5, Addison Perez. Number 15, Grace Redmond. Number 20, Kendall Roll.
I guess they did the national anthem earlier for the early game, so they don't have to play it twice, I guess.
I guess that's what we're rolling with tonight. So here we go, Hank.
Yeah.
We've got Lady Runnin Panthers basketball here, Seguin, Texas.
I'll get that. Yeah, and you see the starters coming out. Two Harvest, the sisters, and Kramer and Hep.
And Carly Koenig.
Carly Koenig. She was hiding behind the other. I didn't quite see her.
So here we go, playoff basketball 2023. Lady Runnin Panthers versus the Cuero Gobblers. And the tip goes to Cuero. As they pass down in the corner. Back around. And it does look like that we're playing in zone.
Yeah. She traveled.
There's a travel there by Ballin.
What a name, like you said, Laney Ballin. You know, she's strong out there as a junior on the Gobblers.
So it looks like, Kramer wide open back in the,
just late on that one.
A little late seeing her, so a turnover for the Panthers. As Carbonero moves it around.
Panthers now playing on man-to-man.
And Tatum tries to save that by throwing the ball off one of the Gobblers, but it does end up hitting her foot. And a travel, so another turnover there for the Lady Gobblers.
Yeah, here's where the Lady Panthers need to take advantage of that. Each team's had essentially what we'd say 2 possessions. Now it's time to go score.
That's right. And as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Gobblers are a little sloppy on the offensive end as they play a zone 2 against the Panthers. Teagan moves it around, passes it out to Hep. She doesn't see anything. She passes across court, back over to Kramer, down to Koenig, across to Tatum, and Tatum takes it in with the left-handed layup.
Yeah, that old Euro step reminded me of Ginobili going with that left hand.
And Tatum does that well. I wonder where she learned that. They move it in. Tatum with the jump ball, forces a jump ball there on Ballin. And it's going to be, since Cuero got the tip, that'll be Lady Panther basketball.
Yeah, I think Coach Harvard decided that he wanted to be really aggressive on defense and make Cuero make better passes.
So Teagan almost stolen. She fights it away. She goes down low. She passes it back out. Oh, no, the ball is fumbled. And there is going to be a foul there, a blocking foul on Cuero, number 12, on Cooper. That's her first. As Tatum gets it, a little running jumper misses. She gets her own rebound, though, goes back up, and it's blocked there. Nice block by Carbonera for the Gobblers. She comes back at the other end and shoots it. Sorry, that was Bowles with the block and Carbonera with the shot. Again, 2-0 game here early. Your Panthers on top. Cuero is patient, and a nice turnaround jumper there by Bowles.
She's the 6-footer.
And that's a nice turnaround jumper. Tatum goes, trying to draw the foul. She doesn't get it. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Cuero saves it, but it's to the wrong person. That's Tatum. And her shot is blocked by Carbonero. A nice block there.
Yeah, I would say a little body on that one too, and that's Tatum's weak side. Now she's going to a strong
inbounds
side.
play, and there's an and one. Nice play there by Tatum, and a nice inbounds play by the Panthers. They rolled Tatum off a screen. She got it under the left side.
And lane violation. If it goes, it cancels out. But Cuero, we would have got another shot.
And she almost stumbles into Harbeth as she fell in the lane, but doesn't distract Harbeth with another quick jumper there by Bowles.
And now you see why Cuero gets those inside shots. You got to be able to front her.
Kramer bringing it down, looking for some help. There's Hep with the jumper. And so back and forth we go. Carbonero finds Bowles underneath with the layup. A nice play there by the Gobblers, but the Lady Panthers get it up. Right back up to Tatum. And she gets a quick layup. Timeout there by the head coach, Amy Crane, and a fine one she is for the Gobblers.
Yeah, and I tell you what I like about Amy Crane, seeing her over these last, I think it's been about 6 years that she's been at the helm, maybe longer. But every time she plays to the strength of her teams, she doesn't seem to be a coach that has just one absolute system. We're going to do it just one way. She bases a lot of it on her personnel that I can tell, like this year is a perfect example. She has some height, and she really, tries to take advantage of that height by going down inside. And you see it between Carbonero and also Bowles. Those are the top two that you see. The ball being passed between sort of what we would call here the Twin Towers of Cuero.
Well, and that's a sign of a great coach. So,
right.
Someone that plays right to their strength of their best players. So good for them. So it's 7-4 after a Tatum Harbeth layup on a fast break there.
And that's what we'd like to see. Put pressure on Cuero by moving that ball up the court.
So it looks like they subbed in Maddie Gillum here. She's playing defense on the ball there. Nice defense it is. Kramer almost gets the steal.
Oh.
They pass it back out underneath. That's Carbonero with the jumper. It doesn't quite hit. Bowles with the rebound. And the jump ball, nice aggressive play there by Kramer to get the rebound and the jump ball.
Yeah, I like the effort on Kramer. Hey, a jump ball, it just wasn't in your possession.
And that is going to be a foul there on Tegan Harbeth. She fouls number 23.
Yeah, Tegan, it was a little bit of miscommunication right before that play because we've seen a substitution that took place, and then Tegan just didn't know exactly when, and she kind of reacted a little late, that's all. So she's trying to recover, but that was a missed free throw.
Yeah, she misses the front end of two, and she misses the second. Kramer comes up with the rebound, and she's bringing it up the court for the Panthers.
Nice bounce pass.
Tegan a little bit of trouble on a double team. Back out to Kramer, who finds the open Ryan Hep.
Oh.
But she shuffled her feet and gets called for traveling there.
Yeah, it took that one extra little step. It looked like she was changing her mind, was going to try to pass out of it.
Right.
And then just took that one extra little step.
So 3:36 left here in the first quarter. Oh. Nice back. That was a beautiful, beautiful recognition by the Gobblers to find De Sevilla, number 23.
De Silva is, she's been on the outside. She shot a couple three-pointers. She got to the line, but oh, wow.
That was a nice runner there by Cooper right up the middle of the lane. She didn't have a lot of defense on her, so that's going to bring it to 7-6 here in the first.
It was almost like a lazy hook shot, that she came around with it.
Tegan fights in,
they're gonna
passes it out. Looks like another turnover there. So both teams with several turnovers here in the first, keeping the scoring down, 7-6.
Yeah, the Lady Panthers are under the Seguin emblem there that you see as the home team, and the Gobblers are the visitor team.
A turnaround jumper, and that is a great shot there by Carbonero. As Tegan brings it up over to Maddie Gillum, passes it into Harley Koenig, who tries to fight her way.
One thing, they're letting them play tonight. I mean, there's been a lot of contact in there, but I don't think it's been, that bad a call. I mean, they're just letting them play. I like it.
So the ball goes out of bounds. The Panthers retain it. Koenig back out to Maddie Gillum.
And Panthers are just going to have to adjust to that.
And there's a three-point shot there by Teagan.
Oh.
Just off the front side of the rim. And the Gobblers bring it back. The Gobblers up 8-7 here in the first quarter. Here from Seguin in the Goldie Harris gym.
Ooh.
So very patient.
And we can live with that all day, but we got to get the rebound.
Got to get the rebound. A long three. She travels. And she doesn't like it. Ballin doesn't like the call, but she did shuffle her feet.
But I have to say, we've seen pretty much consistency by the officials, though, I have to say, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I think so. And so Tatum brings it up.
I think the Panthers are going to have to adjust to the contact, though, a little more and not expect a call every time you get, within contact of the other player.
That's right. And Maddie Shields is now in the game for the Panthers. Sorry, Camden Shields, number 11. And she's got the ball as we speak. Back around to Gillum. Finds Shields. Back out to Tatum. As the Panthers are being patient here on offense, looking for the right shot.
Yeah, there's no shot clock yet, so take your time.
So they throw it out. It does deflect off a Cuero Gobbler player. And so Lady Panthers will retrain the basketball. Kramer brings it around. So good defense by both teams here in the first quarter. They pass it out. That's Tatum with the three, but Ryan Hepp with the shot. It falls short. And Shields goes up. That's Ballin going up strong for Cuero.
Yeah. You may not have to, you don't want to get it down into the bigs. If you could take that little 4 or 5 foot jump shot from the basket, go ahead and do it.
Cuero goes up 10-7 here in the first quarter. As the Panthers are being patient with the zone and passing it around, they find an open. Tatum with the three. But a frustration foul looks like there on the Panthers with Shields.
Well, yeah, you look at the foul, but it stops any kind of fast break, so there's always a good point. I look for the silver lining, as they would say, but I think in that foul was not a bad foul at all.
So slowly bringing it up is Cooper for the Lady Gobblers.
That's been a fast quarter.
Yeah, so we're under 30 seconds here in the first. And, the ball's just kind of hanging around, and Tatum says, I'll take it.
Oh, so close, but yet so far.
She tried to go grab it, but it was deflected out of bounds there by Cuero. As Carbonero throws it in. She goes cross court. Kamitsky's in the game here for the Gobblers. She passes to Comiskey with the shot. Straight up, it goes over the basket completely as Tatum looks to run and goes all the way in.
And she's not going to get that call tonight that easy going in. She's going to have to pull up and do a...
And that's the end of the first quarter. With Cuero, the Lady Gobblers up 10, and you're running Lady Panthers 7. So...
yeah, we're going to have to wake them up here. Maybe that'll get them going.
Yeah, they started off, but they've been stuck on 7, Hank, for a while.
Yeah.
And a couple of nice turnaround jumpers by the big Lady Gobblers is really the difference.
Right.
Both teams have played good defense, I think. But
I think that Coach Harmuth may look, what you were saying, you like to see zone, at times, especially in a situation like this. I would like to see us go to zone, put a little more pressure, because there was a couple of back doors there that we didn't. I mean, I didn't like that the Gobblers got so wide open.
They did. So they didn't necessarily capitalize, but
right.
they were. But yeah,
exactly. Well,
De Silva was open there a couple of times. I think she made one, but
right on that last before the fast break before the buzzer, though, they got a back door and right there Kaminsky. So the Runnin Lady Panthers have to be able to clamp down a little more. I think on defense, they haven't been playing bad, like you said, Lance. But you can always do better, right? So,
right.
But it's been mainly on the offensive end.
Right.
So,
and like you said, they let them play. Each team's got 2 team fouls, so nobody's in foul trouble here.
And you got to let them. They got to learn to adjust to the calls. Now you got that under your belt. Now it's time to go play.
So on the court for the Panthers, you've got Tegan and Tatum Harbeth, the sisters. Sienna. They brought in Izzy Geipel down low with Ryan Hepp. So it is Lady Panther basketball. She does bounce it down to Hepp. Hepp's across. It's deflected, stole. And bringing it down is number 4, and she just does a little underhanded layup. It falls. It doesn't fall, and back down the other way.
Yeah.
Following up, Tatum misses it, but her little sister comes back and grabs the rebound. So nice start for the Panthers here in the second. So that's Ballin. Down to Bowles with a running jumper. Doesn't fall. There's about 5 Panthers there, or 4, and we can't seem to get our hands on it, and we deflect it out of bounds. So that's unfortunate for the Panthers.
Yeah, I thought Carbonero was reaching over the back there on that one. She was trying to go through 2 or 3 Panthers, but no call. You got to play through it.
Carbonero runs a running jumper, and they do call a foul there. Looks like it's going to be on Tatum Harbeth.
Wow, that, from the way they've been calling the game tonight, I thought that was a little bit on the ticky-tack side.
A little touchy, right?
Yeah. But, hey, but you see what you see, and the officials are going to play it the way, or call it the way they see it.
So the Lady Gobblers are not a strong free throw shooting team, and you're seeing that play out tonight. They miss another one. So this could be a weakness or something we could take advantage. She does drain the second one there. Yeah, they shoot, I think, 48% from the line. Now, Ryan Hepp down low. She's double teamed. They pass it back out. Tatum's got it. Her sister, Tegan, brings it down. But good defense there by Cuero. Playing the zone tough.
Yeah, they got to be able to move the ball quick.
They are patient, and you're right. They aren't moving it quick enough. Tegan decides to pass it back out. Back to Tegan. She's going to take a 3, and she hits it.
Wow.
Bam. Nice shot there by Tegan Harbeth to put the Panthers back up 12-11. Cuero fumbles it out of bounds, but it is tipped, it looks like. That's off Kramer. So the Gobblers will retain the basketball.
Yeah, good solid defense, though, by Kramer, staying with, the offensive player.
They pass it out and back around, and that's Bowles. Bowles back to Comiskey. The ball's stolen, and Harbeth comes up with it. She passes it to the younger Harbeth, who drives the lane, finds Ryan Hepp. It was beautiful basketball there. Hepp cuts, and a steal almost there by Kramer, so a little full court pressure by the Panthers after the basket. And they go up by 3 here.
They have some substitutions coming back for Cuero. De Silva. And it looks like Hopkins is in.
So again, full court pressure. Hepp with the pressure with Tatum and Tegan, but They dribble through it, but make a bad pass.
While watching Coach Harvard down there, which he's always animated, right? And so he's trying to teach the girls on the bench some of the things that weren't done right during that last possession of Cuero.
So again, Harbuth in the corner. She's double teamed. She steps out of bounds, it looks like.
Oh, they call him a foul.
No.
Offensive
a charge.
foul. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be Teagan's second foul. And it looks like Carly Koenig's getting up to probably come in there for Teagan Harbuth. So quick, Cooper all the way to the bucket, and she rolls. She gets the roll. And nice play there by just through the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, nice body control and everything to keep the ball where she needed it to get it up into the basket.
So that's Teagan again.
You could heard the slap all the way up here on that one.
And that was close because Teagan could have throwing those elbows like that.
Yeah, that's close. But
she could have gotten called for the foul, but it does go against Cuero, and that's good because that would have been her third foul.
Yeah, we heard the slap because she was slapping at the ball, but got her arm instead.
So De Silva, number 23, picks up her second foul.
You have Maddie Gillum in now.
They pass it across court to Maddie Gillum, who dribbles it down.
Tipped out by Cuero, huh?
Yeah, Ballin knocks it loose, so Panthers retain the basketball. They pass it over and in.
Oh.
And Kramer gets called for a travel there. I was hoping she was going to go up with the shot.
Yeah, me too. And that's where I was talking about earlier. A little jump stop will be perfect in that. Don't go all the way into the bigs. Just stay right on the outside of the
stop
bigs.
And pop, right?
Yeah, just a little stop and pop. A little jump stop.
But something to keep an eye out for in the future. So Cuero's got it. And they are moving it around, but it looks like, they do save it, and they take a three, and it is short off the front of the rim. Maddie Gillum fighting hard for the rebound. She gets it out to Tatum.
She was held going down the court after she passed it as well by Ballin.
There's Hep back out playing a little two-man game. She turns around, turnaround jumper, gets her own rebound, goes inside, and it's blocked by Carbonera. And then a little tangle up between Hep and number 21, Grace Hopkins. And they get tangled up and go to the floor. And I think that's going to be a foul on Ryan Hep. And that's her first. All right, I'm sorry. That's her second. So 14-13 ball game. We got a heck of a basketball game tonight.
Right? First round.
Carbonera with the shot. And nice rebound. Nice shot there. Jeez, that was a heck of a play by Grace Hopkins.
Yes, Grace Hopkins got the roll, English on that one.
A 5'9" junior, Carly Koenig goes stripped. And she's going to get a foul called against her.
So that time they got an arm in there on an arm. So the Panthers get the
inbounds play, and they're going to run the stack. And she loses the ball there. That's number 20, Hadley Wilson for the Panthers. She's stripped clean by the Gobblers. So Carbonero with the shot off the back iron. But they do retain possession and the lead, 15-14 here with 3 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and we're letting them again get too much into the lane. We got to keep Cuero out of the lane. There you go.
Tatum Harbuth with steal. She's bringing it down. She goes for the left side layup. 2 shots. She can't complete the and one, but she will go to the foul line. So aggressive, nice play there by Tatum, and quite frankly, you're going to have to see more of that at this point.
Yeah, and like I said, there's times where you take it all in. Right now, you have Bowles that's on the sideline. You need to take advantage of it.
Right. But I tell you what, number 21, who we hadn't seen, Grace Hopkins, she's played.
Wow.
She's played some good defense, and boy, she muscled her way in there for a nice layup there.
She plays strong.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's another rebound there by Hopkins and a miss. But you don't see a lot of misses from Harbeth at the free throw line. So the score still 15-14 Cuero. Inside and one. That's Carbonera. And so she gets the bucket to go up 3, and she's going to be shooting from the line. So
Yeah, again, got to force her out. Got to get a body on her, get her pushed out. Don't get her close to that lane. And good box out there.
yeah. And a jump ball, and it's going to be Cuero's going to retain the basketball after the missed free throw from Carbonero off the front rim. So again, low scoring game playing into the hands of the Gobblers right now. He passes it out. Although Teagan getting a lot, she steals it.
Yeah.
She's going. She says, hey, Carbonero's on her. She does a spin move, and she's fouled.
Yeah, Tatum knows exactly what to do with it. And again, she forces the issue. Now you're seeing a little bit of different of calls, but it's also, I think, the way that Tatum Harbeth is taking the ball into him and then backing out and then still getting fouled.
Right. No, she doesn't miss that free throw, and it looks like Tatum's almost trying to take over the game a little bit with her defense as well. So
Right. Oh, yeah.
that was aggressive. Give me the ball, I'm going to the hoop.
Right. That was the second steal that was just like that one earlier. Yeah.
Right. And she makes both free throws this time.
1-point game.
So Panthers down by 1 here with 2:22 left in the first half here in Seguin, Texas, in the by-district round of the playoffs, the first round.
Oh, don't let her go in.
So Carbonero's getting swatted at. That's Carly Koenig. She dropped almost a steal, but retains it. Three-pointer there. Oh, and a nice shot by Ballin.
One of the few that they make. They've only made 22 all year, but
wow.
make that number 23.
That was a big number 23 there because Kramer, and that's Carly Koenig, he passes it down to Izzy Geipel, and they're still fighting for it. And it looks like Kramer's foot touched the inbound.
I love watching Coach Harbeth over there. He's showing exactly how the foul happened and everything. So,
so he does call a timeout, or
Yeah.
Geipel does get the timeout, Coach Harbeth. So I tell you, it's 20-16 after that three-point play. And we're going to put the QR code up. So we appreciate any and all donations. All you have to do is scan your phone or hold your phone up, scan the QR code. It'll take you directly to the link to donate. And we appreciate any and all donations that you can give to the Audiovisual Club here at Navarro High School.
Yeah, well, we're in the second quarter. Only 1:41 remaining here. The clock's about the best we can get it because the red is real light. Even it's hard for us to even see the red in the clocks here.
You almost got to pull your head out like a giraffe.
And squint your eyes.
Squint your eyes. So Panthers retain it. They run a stack inbounds play. And they find an open Harbeth with a three. And that was a great, great play by Coach Harbeth coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, he did. Sorry I covered some of that up with the QR code, but we got it just in time to make the shot. So
we trade threes with Cuero there. So it's back to a 1-point game here with 1:19 left.
Oh,
and there's Tatum. Tatum with a steal. She passes it up to Maddie Gillum. Gillum retains the basketball. Kramer's on the ground. She passes it back out over to Carly Koenig with a nice shot.
Got it.
And great team basketball there for the Lady Panthers to put them up by 1.
And just like that.
Just like that, being down by 4, up by 1. after a 3-point.
Created the offense. You get another quick steal.
Oh, and a nice shot there by Caitlin Kamitsky, number 3 for the Gobblers. So we're back and forth again.
I didn't hear her call backboard, so.
So here we go. Let's see if the Panthers hold it for the last shot. 20 seconds left here. It looks like they are. Tatum backs up and runs to the corner. Back out, 10 seconds. Probably about time to start setting up your play. Maddie Gillum tries to go inside the Geipel.
But before that, I thought it was a kick ball. Even if it would have went off of Maddie, I thought Carbonero kicked the ball. But Panthers are going to put pressure.
So 4 seconds. Let's see if they get a shot. She shoots it up off the backboard. And that's going to be half, folks.
Yeah. Wow, what a game. What a game.
So at half, here from Seguin, Texas, in the bi-district round, it is the Cuero Gobblers 22 and your Lady Panthers 21.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll let you hear the sounds of halftime.
Jokers fly or y'all drive? Y'all fly? Did y'all fly or drive? Yeah. How you doing, man? How was it? You fly to rock? You fly to school? That's awesome. What did y'all do yesterday? Anything? The game? Did y'all watch the game? How's it fishing? Yeah. Landry and his buddies went down and stayed at the little state park out there. Great. And like treated them, they went down there back and chat about it.
Hey, I think you guys, I found a banner.
right, we're back here in the halftime, and it looks like the Lady Panthers are going to retain the basketball. Down by 1 point. Low-scoring game here, Tank, for the Panthers. And I think that we probably need to push the ball maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you notice, when Tatum got free on a few fast breaks, it led to a couple of, 3-point plays. That really helped kickstart the offense a little bit. So.
That's right. Moving the ball up court quickly.
So Panthers move it around, and Teagan gets. She doesn't like the call, but I do think she did.
Drag that foot.
Yeah, she dragged that foot just a little bit. So Cuero gets the basketball, up by 1 here in the third, and she carries it. She tries to get around that corner.
Yeah, she knew it right away.
Cooper. Yeah, so she tried to get around that corner with her left hand and carried it just a little bit too much.
Yeah, she's a 5'5" sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this team for Cuero, so you got to watch them next year as well.
The ball's deflected. Now Kramer retains the basketball. Back out to Harbeth. Tatum finds Carly Koenig underneath. And I thought she had the roll, but there's Hep. And I tell you what.
What are you going to tell me?
Just couldn't get it to fall. Oh, she does get 2 shots.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, she was right there. And good rebound. Good offensive rebound. We haven't seen many of those at all tonight.
Yeah, and there was a couple of them there on that. So
right.
So maybe Coach Harbeth got after him a little bit there at halftime and said, hey, if we can get that offensive rebound. Hep hits the first 2. Here's the second one on the way, and it's in. So they go up by 1. And here we go. Let's see if we can get a stop for the Lady Panthers. Dribbles around, passes it back out.
And, they're all looking to dribble into the lane and hope to
get it. What a shot.
Yeah, that's nice.
Cooper with the runner. And a heck of a shot. She's done that a couple of times tonight. They pass it back around.
Panthers are looking for that open shot.
Cross court to Teagan. Teagan tries to make a move on Carbonero, but doesn't work.
Job,
Carly Koenig. And a nice shot there by Kramer. So Carly Koenig bails him out with an offensive rebound.
Now that again, offensive rebounds. We didn't have those second chance.
Oh, and there's Carly Koenig with the steal. So let's see who they call that on.
Yeah, I think they called it on Cooper.
Yes, they did. Yeah. It was on Cooper.
Well, we're sitting on the Cuero side, but that's why we get the film over on the other side with the Panther fans and the players. So that's why you hear it a little louder on this end, on this side.
Yeah, that's why you hear the displeasure of the call here on the Cuero side. They pass it back around. Teagan to Carly. Back over to Kramer. Out to an open. She passes on the shot, though.
Nice job.
And again, and the ball was deflected. And that was looked like a little bit of a frustration foul there from Tatum Harbeth.
Yeah. And for Tatum, though, as far as fouls, I believe that's going to be her first
foul. Yeah. So she could.
Not a bad time to foul. But you don't like the way she had the foul, the reaching in and not moving your feet and getting in front. But she's had a couple, though, that has turned out to be steals and layups.
Cuero moves it around the horn. They pass it out. And that shot from the free throw line's a little off. Tatum's bringing it back down. She doesn't have a lot of help, so she retains it. Passes it back out to her sister. And Teagan goes back to Tatum. Back to Teagan. And she goes around, dumps it off to Hep to a wide open. A wide open. Tatum passes it down in.
Nice job, though. keeping your composure and not just losing it and giving up. The way the Lady Panthers played that, they were not going to be denied. And good job all the way around, not losing focus on that. And that's a key, concentration on the ball and finding the ball and getting it to the right person. Great job.
Yeah, and Hep hits the first of 2, and it was a great pass in there from Tegan Harba to Ryan Hep, who drawed the foul. And like you said, it was just good sticking with the basketball there on the offensive end of the floor. The ball, and that rattles out.
Yeah, a little bouncy on the rim there.
A nice pass, and that's Tegan, but
nice hustle.
Very good hustle. I thought maybe she could have picked up her 3rd foul, but she deflects it out of bounds. They find the open player here on the good.
Yeah, De Silva was out there, but she's a little hesitant about taking the 3 out there.
Carbonero holds it up. Fine, she does take the 3 now, and it is short. But it looked like Ballin was got the rebound, but her foot was on the inbounds line there.
That's what I was going to say. So now here comes the running Lady Panthers with Tegan Harbeth bringing up the ball.
So Cuero's got 3 team fouls to 1 team foul for the Lady Panthers. So they do pass it around. They find Carly Koenig inside, but the shot is blocked. And Tatum finds Hep.
Oh, wow.
He gets a quick 2, and that was a heck of a play there by Tatum Harbeth. With another steal from Tegan Harbeth, but she can't quite hang on to it.
Reel it in, yeah.
And it goes out of bounds, so Cuero retained the basketball down here at this end with 4:12 left in the 3rd quarter. Your Lady Panthers are up by 4. They pass it in.
Now this, I don't. The coach is having a talk with Bowles. I don't know. At this point, I was going to look at her foul count, but I don't think she's in much foul trouble. They put her on the bench, the tallest player for Cuero.
Well, a nice screen there, Carbonero. She's got it out along the 3-point line, looking to make a move. She dribbles left, comes back right, passes it back out, and good defense there by Ryan Hep. And a foul there is going to be on Tegan Harbeth.
That's going to bring up, I believe, her 3rd.
That is her 3rd.
So that's going to,
And Darryl says, Coach Darryl is going to get Camden Shields in. I'm sorry, but it takes Ryan Hep out, so I thought Tegan was coming out, but she stays on the floor. And there's that running jumper again. She misses this time. Tegan, she's got it. She's going, looks like all the way in. Man.
There's the foul. Good.
Kramer with a great rebound, Hank.
And the thing that I've seen that we've seen here tonight in this second half is the second chance points so far.
That's right.
But your keys to the game in this is play your game, and we're starting to see that happen. Protect the ball is what you'd said too. Keep down those turnovers, and then defense leads the points, and we've seen that. And that's what Cuero does on their side. It's Cuero creates turnovers and goes the opposite. Usually their defense is what's created their offense.
The shot there is missed by Kramer. Rebound brought down by Carbonero. Back up. A nice jumper, but it misses. And Ballin.
Yeah,
she fights her way to a jump ball.
Yeah, Koenig and Ballin both were there. Coach Crane wanted a over the back reaching foul. But I thought it was just a good fight for the ball.
So 3:30 left here in the 3rd. The Lady Panthers up by 4. As Cuero still hanging tough.
It's a close game for sure.
As they throw it down low, but it's at her a bad pass. It was basically at her kneecaps.
Yeah.
And
Good.
Bowles is a little upset with her, probably her teammate. As she was wide open on the post, but it hit her in the knees and she drops it.
Good hustle, though, for Carly Koenig.
So it looks like the Lady Panthers are moving the basketball much better. Oh, and there's Shields with the layup. So the ball was deflected up and falls back right down into Camden Shields, and she makes him pay. The Panthers have stretched their lead up to 6, and that will be the biggest lead of the game for either team. So a jumper goes up. It looked like it was going to go in. Tegan Harbeth looked like she had the rebound.
And then it ends up in Carly Koenig's hand, and she does a good job of pivoting, and she draws the foul from Cuero. So we got a timeout called. So we had the QR called up earlier, but this is for
I've got my statistician here. Principal Scarborough just
Uh-oh.
told me the largest lead of the night for either team, and Cuero 0 for 4 in their last 4 attempts. So
0 for 4, and I wanted to say for the Panthers on the offensive side, I can't, say this enough, but the offensive rebounding, getting those second chance, would be a little bit different in score right now had they not been able to do that. And I'm like I said, I'm amazed of what Coach Harbeth said there during halftime to get them to get in there and rebound the ball. Box out, get yourself in good position to get the rebounds is always the key.
absolutely, and we've seen the Lady Panthers move the ball much better on the offensive side end, and offensive rebounds, as you mentioned earlier. So, and they played a little bit better defense. So maybe it was, as my statistician brought out as well, maybe a week off and a little rust, and now we've kicked the rust off. And we've stretched it out to a 6-point lead. So Tegan Harbeth with the ball. She passes it around. Carly Koenig with the three-pointer. But it falls on the other side of the basket, and the rebound. And Carbonell wasn't paying attention, and Tatum Harbeth almost steals it.
The old Wolf coming from behind and being able to almost get that thing,
So she does deflect it off her foot out of bounds, and Cuero's going to retain the basketball. So there's Bowles. She's going strong. She sets up at the post. She goes around, but good defense by the Panthers, and that's Tatum Harbeth bringing it down. She's running the break. She finds an open player. And it bounces around for Shields.
All right, you see a good tussle for the ball between Tegan Harbeth and Carbonell.
And
good
Tegan,
hustle.
and Tegan's always being physical. So
you gotta love it. I mean,
she's a feisty one for sure. They pass it out. Bowles has got it. I thought she was gonna. But she throws it in to Carbonero. Carbonero finds an open. And Tegan gets a block. She thinks it's all ball, but she's got to convince the ref. And he's not buying it.
Well, from my angle, it looked pretty good. But when you slap down, 99%, no matter what the case is, they're still going to call it, no matter if it's all ball or not. And that puts Tegan in a position of what? Is that her?
I thought
it'd be her fourth.
I thought the scoreboard says 3.
Right.
I thought that was her fourth. But we're not the officials book, so we're going to go with
what they have on
foul. But again, the first free throw was missed, but the second good. And there's Tegan going strong, and she picks up the foul.
They're going to go against Kaminsky.
So 1:18 left here. The Panthers up by 5, with Tegan going to the line with 2 shots.
Yeah, that's our first foul for Kaminsky.
And Tegan is an excellent free throw shooter, so.
Yeah, I would say she's pretty good.
So that puts the Panthers up by 7. And Maddie Gillam's going to come in for Tegan. And I think they're going to give her a rest. She save her probably for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 7-point lead. Now the largest lead.
So right down the middle of the lane, but misses the layup. Was Ballard.
They called it on.
I thought they said.
Remember, did they call it on Carbonero? Or did they call it on? I think they called it on Ballin. It's our third foul.
So Cuero's getting into a little bit of foul trouble. They've got number 12, Jaden Cooper's got 4, and then they've got Ballin's got 3.
And that's the front end of that one-on-one.
Yeah, front end and that's Kramer that drains that. And then they also got Dasavilla. And Kramer misses the second there. So the Panthers retain an 8-point lead here with 1 minute to go in the third. Back around.
They've been playing Carbonero.
Carbonero looks like they've been double teaming her more here in the second half, and that's Kramer on her now. But Carbonero drains the shot to get Cuero back within 6.
.33 seconds in the third quarter left.
So let's see what the Panthers do here. Maddie Gillam back in the game. She's got the ball. She dribbles it in, and she is fouled, so she's going to the line for a 1-and-1, which is a great foul for the Panthers. Not such a good foul for the Gobblers. Fouling, 20 feet from the basket.
Yeah, I showed Gillam's free throw percentage around 44%. According to Max Preps.
She drains the first one.
Knocks it down.
That didn't look 44% to me.
No, that was swished all the way.
So here's the second shot. It bounces out.
Whoa.
But Kramer playing tough.
Yeah.
Carbonero bringing it up, but doesn't expect it to pass. It's Cooper. And she deflects it out of bounds. And that'll be Lady Panther basketball. It drives right down the middle of the lane there with Tatum Arbeth. And the Panthers. Yeah, they missed that. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. And I want to say they put the score for Cuero there.
Right, it should have been. I was looking at the score myself. And
I think it's 36-27. And I think they're fixing that. But, man, that was more exciting and a more Panther-like basketball.
Yeah, I would say that quarter felt like this. Just a race car going through back and forth. So, but the Panthers kind of settling in and playing more of their game. But I want to say thus far in that quarter alone, I feel like one player made a huge impact by her defensive prowess, and that was Kramer.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, Kramer really, she started fronting Carbonaro. I mean, really, we didn't see much of Carbonaro. I don't think she made but only 1 or 2 baskets in that entire quarter, and that's because of the defense.
That's right.
Of Kramer.
That's right.
Sienna Kramer. So I want to say that was a big impact. But there's other things that in that last quarter you can look as the hustle on the second chance points. We saw 3 of them early on. 3 baskets made, 6 points early on just from second chance points.
Right, and my statistician had just worked up some numbers here for me. Principal Scarborough says Cuero scored 5 points in that third quarter, and 15 points for your Runnin Lady Panthers. So
I wonder, did you major in math, Mr. Scarborough? Communication. There
Communications. Okay. So 36-27. Going here into the fourth quarter, the Panthers got the basketball. They pass it down to Ryan Hepp. So Izzy Geipel is on the court for the Lady Panthers. Hepp's got it. It's stolen by Cooper. Cooper goes down. She's double teamed, but she pulls it out.
Yeah, I would have pressed the issue there.
Right.
She had numbers behind her.
And then there's Cooper, takes it to the hole, and nice, very nice shot, and another runner for Cooper.
And I think that was her second bank shot, if I'm not mistaken,
so
off the glass.
They trim the lead back down to 7.
So
Coach Harbeth calls a timeout.
And I want to say that's a good timeout because, you had a trap in the by 2 or 3. I don't know. I hear a lot of grumbling there in the crowd, but Coach Harbeth knows usually when the right time to call it because this is a critical point. You just see Cooper go down and make that basket, and now you want to come down and you want to match it. You want to make sure that they don't go on another run.
Right.
And I think Coach Harbeth of the Runnin Lady Panthers made a good decision there.
The other thing, Hank, is that we hadn't mentioned here in the third quarter. It's now the fourth quarter, obviously, but in the third quarter, it's 8 fouls, or in the second half, it's 8 fouls. So we're already in the 1-1, and we only have 3 team fouls. So,
and 2 more fouls. It's double bonus, meaning 2 shots every foul that goes against Cuero for the Panthers will shoot.
So Tegan tries to do a little dipsy-do. It's knocked out of bounds, and she tries to go up and under and around 3 Cuero players, and the ball gets deflected out of bounds.
Well, I love watching individuals, observation, and that official really got into his call on that one.
And so a stack inbounds play. Hepp misses, looks like a difficult layup shot. So Cuero's got it with 6:37 here left in the game. They move it down, and it looks, she shuffled her feet, and she sure did. That was Comiskey. She was looking to pass right and pass back left, and she shuffled her feet just a little bit.
I know Coach Harbeth wants to be patient with it, but I really think that if they could use Tatum or Tegan Harbeth to get inside to drive, they can make things happen.
They pass it around. Comiskey ends up on the floor there, but it looks like Navarro's in no hurry. They're going to find the right shot, and they find Tatum, who gets fouled as Bowles basically goes up and gets her. Tatum got her up off her feet,
and she came through and hit Tatum in the head with, I don't know if that was her foot or what, but Bowles.
And that one just rims out.
Bowles really got up there too, though. She was flying high once Tatum made that fake. Let's see if she can knock this one down.
Another shot there, and that one's in. And so that's going to be an 8-point lead with 6 minutes left here in the game. Cooper, and they take a three, and that's off the backside of the rim. Hepp with the rebound. Teagan pushing. It's Maddie Gillum in the corner, back to Teagan.
Yeah. Now, I like that. I mean, if I was the Panthers, running Lady Panthers, I'd force them to take those shots outside all day long.
And again, it doesn't look like the Panthers are in any hurry, just looking for the best shot. As Izzy Geipel gets the ball stripped, but gets it back. And that's Maddie Gillum back to Tatum, and she says switch, and they're going to set up the offense one more time here. Back around to Hepp. He finds a backdoor pass to Teagan, who shoots it. He gets it up, but and I tell you, Izzy Geipel is slow to get up. Took a fall there. And a shot goes up, but wild shot from the Gobblers as Tatum's pushing it this time, and she is hit hard.
And she's flying down the court, you know.
And she pops right back up.
Yeah, and they're going to call that on De Silva, the sophomore, 5'6" sophomore for the Gobblers. So it is double bonus.
That is the 10th. Yeah, that's the 10th foul, double bonus. So this will be 2 shots. No, you recognized it. The first of 2 goes in. It's going to be a 9-point lead here for the Lady Panthers.
And as slow and as methodical this game has gone, if you could get this up to 10, it could be a long haul for Cuero. Oh, good hustle by
Carly Koenig and Ryan Hepp. Cross-court pass out to Kramer with the layup. And
couldn't finish it.
Didn't quite finish, as you said.
Oh, sorry.
But no, that was great.
Wasn't that I mean, you know, that's the kind of hustle that we've seen in this second half from the running Lady Panthers that we didn't see in that first half.
That's correct. And the difference is, as you see, instead of being down by 1, they are up. The Lady Panthers are up by 9, and Tatum gets a little aggressive on that one. She picks up her,
I think, our second foul.
Yeah, second foul. That's right. Which is only the 4th team foul for the Panthers, so they're still in good shape going here down the stretch. Teagan directing defensive traffic. And Cooper, man, she just drives it all the way down to the hole, balling, and gets a nice 2.
Right, soft touch on that one.
Kramer goes in for the lay. She gets underneath the defense and around and drops one, so matches the basket. Cooper comes back, and they call a charge. No, I'm sorry. They call a blocking foul there on Teagan Harbeth. And that should be her 4th foul. Which her feet were set, but I think she was too far underneath inside the restricted area. So it was a good call. And the shot rims out for Cooper. So 3:53 left. Up by 9 for the Lady Panthers. And that one rims out.
Lane violation.
But a lane violation. Looks like she's going to get an extra one here.
Yeah, Ryan Hepp just a hair too early. Kind of lost her balance and kind of came in the lane.
So she makes the Panthers pay a little bit. She does get the basket or the free throw and trims the lead back down to 8.
I feel the magic number is 10 or greater. If you can to get that lead and be patient, you've got the lead, so you don't have to force the issue.
Oh, and it was a dangerous pass by Koenig. Is stolen there, and the layup, but she misses the layup there, number 23 for Cuero, and Koenig comes back to redeem herself, but throws the ball a little bit high and over the hands of another Lady Panther. And so 3:17 left here.
What a chain of events there that occurred
in the game with the Panthers. Lady Panthers up by 8. But Tatum starting to get a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end, guarding the point. Bowles going in. Carly Koenig picks up the foul. Bowles is trying to muscle her way in and does so.
Caught Carly Koenig reaching in with that off arm and might be holding. You never know if they caught her holding with the other. But
so that's 16 fouls there.
One more, they'll be
for the Panthers. And yeah, one more and they'll be in the 1-and-1 bonus. There's the runner from Cooper. It doesn't go. But, and Tegan, and I think Tegan Harbeth, I think just fouled out of the by-district playoff game here.
Well, let's see if they actually called on her or on Camden Shields. I believe that went against Camden Shields.
Okay.
Or we would have already seen Tegan out. So
Shields goes out. Maddie Gillum comes in, and you're correct. They do call the foul on Shields, which was good for our Lady Panthers. She does drain it and trims the lead to 6 with a little pressure. Kramer does get it across, back out to Tatum. Tatum gets tripped, goes down, but Hepp.
With the
dishes the ball out to Hepp. Hepp drops it in.
And I think that ball was even tipped by Ballin as it was going up, and it just had the right English to go in.
So Panthers, and a nice steal there, and a turnover by the Gobblers. Steal by Kramer with Tegan. 2:22 and an exciting basketball game we have here tonight in Seguin, Texas, in the by-district round between your Lady Panthers and the Cuero Gobblers. And it looks like Coach Harbut's saying, hey, no rush. Let's protect our 8-point lead. We're going to play a little keep away. As he dribbles down. There you go.
A little clock action there. Yeah. Run the clock.
Yeah, and that's what the Lady Panthers are doing. They're just playing good keep away right now, and Cuero does look a little tired. There are not a lot of hands in the air and a little slow off the dribble. Hepp doesn't even look to go to the basket. And there's a push and a foul by Cooper, and again, that's a sign of a tired basketball team. So,
yeah, it's 1:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Now remember, the Panthers could go on to play Brookshire Royal or Iowa Colony. But again, Brookshire Royal looks to be the heavy favorite. But the way we've seen these games go, you have to play the game first and win the game.
And that game is tomorrow night, so we will not know anything until either late tomorrow night or Wednesday morning.
That was Tatum Harbeth knocking down the first one.
So Harbeth hits the first. That's going to push it up. Here's the second, and that's it. Yep. That's the magical 10-point lead that Hank's been talking about all night. And that might do it with 1:25 left here in the game. The Panthers playing good, aggressive defense. And they shoot a 3. It rims out. But Tatum's got the rebound, and she looks to get it up and play keep away once again.
So that's her 5th foul, Ballin's 5th foul, so she should foul out, according to the board we have up here. So that's her 5th.
Yeah. So good game by Ballin.
Yeah.
She actually had quite a bit of offensive paralysis. She had a nice runner, several runners. It's kind of her patented shot there.
Yeah, and I believe she made one of the threes tonight as well. for Cuero. There's Maddie Gillum.
Maddie Gillum with another free throw.
Oh.
And she misses the second of two. So less than a minute here in the ball game. Shot's up. It is short. Tatum Harvey with the rebound. They don't even press.
46 seconds remaining.
So Ryan Hepp finds Tatum down
Oh.
low. She does a little jump stop in a layup, and that should do it, folks. 47-34 here with less than 30 seconds to go in the ball game.
Lance
And,
is thinking about who your player of the game would be. That's an over and a backcourt violation there.
Yeah, with 21 seconds left.
And I have mine, and I have, and to me it's pretty clear. But we'll talk about that during the break right after it, and we'll have
Sure.
a quick post game and then and all. But it looks like the Runnin Lady Panthers with 21 seconds should move on from this bi-district game.
Yeah, those should move on here to the area game. They pass it out, pass it around. I don't even think that the 10 seconds to go that they're even going to try to score. Yeah. And that's it.
That's it.
That's your ball game.
Yeah,
So
it
tonight,
is.
47-34 is your final here from Seguin, Texas, Seguin High School. So the fourth quarter was fairly even, but the Panthers end up winning by 13 here to finish it. And wow. So it was exciting there for a lot of the time, and then the Lady Panthers came to play in the second half.
Oh,
Hank.
goodness. Bodying up on people. Carbonaro could never get the ability to drive to the basket. She was, pretty much shut down throughout this second half. But, we still, we still think that overall the bi-district champs now, the Runnin Lady Panthers, just outplayed by effort. They outplayed the Lady Cuero Gobblers tonight in that second half. First half, you could say that was pretty much even, and then the rest got knocked off a little bit, and then we saw the true Runnin Lady Panthers come out in this second half. So let's hope they can, bring that, what we saw in the second half, into the first quarter and start off well against whoever they play next in the area round. So, Lance, you saw what I saw in the second half, so what were your thoughts there?
Yeah, the second half I thought was all about energy for the Lady Panthers. And, they came out, offensive rebounds. They dominated the glass. They moved the ball much, much better on the offensive end. And they changed a little bit of their offense, I think, to square up some back cuts and get some baskets that way as well. But yeah, and one of my keys to the game was the offense. Our defense leads to points, and defense leads to your offense. And so those are my thoughts. Great second half. You knew the Panthers were going to come out after being down by one at halftime, but they did finish it off, and they are the bi-district champs here, and it's always sweet to beat the Cuero Gobblers. So.
Yeah, anytime you can beat Cuero is a good time, right? So. But you have to play the next game. You have to go on and play. So
yeah, and in the next round we'll go to area, and then we've got Brookshire Royal 22-7, or Iowa Colony, which is 10-18. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Right.
And that game should probably be next this week, probably late in the week, I would assume.
Right.
Either a Thursday or a Friday. That they do play tomorrow night, so maybe they do stretch this game to Friday. But yeah, so player of the game. I think we've come to consensus here. And Hank, you want to do the honors for the player of the game?
Well, as always, I think the one that was able to get steals, make things happen, play great defense, just an offensive powerhouse, and always, always pushing it to the limit. And that is Tatum Harbeth, the senior here on the Navarro Panthers. And I'm telling you, she is a scoring leader.
You're right.
And she has just really, asserted herself in that second half, especially offensively.
Absolutely.
To
Absolutely.
get it to 47-34, that was Tatum Harbeth that made that. I think not just her, but she made other things happen. So how she fed that one was fed right to Ryan Hepp in the middle.
Right.
After she drives to the basket, almost loses it, brings it around on a nice little bounce pass in the middle. Those sorts of things. You just make your teammates better, and they feed off of that energy. You talked about energy in that second half, and I think Tatum Harbeth had it. Now, I did like the way I talked about it earlier too. Sienna Kramer, the way she played. Carbonara was wonderful in that second half.
Absolutely.
I mean, bodying up, being physical, and not letting her have easy baskets or getting the ball, in a position. So,
that's right.
But I think, we're going to have to see that as a team effort, the next game because, it's not going to be easy task no matter who they play.
That's right. Anytime you play a team in the second round or the area round, it's going to be tough. But I do agree. The leader of the team at this point, Tatum Harbeth, the 2,000 point and counting scoring leader. And I don't know if she's the scoring leader in the history of Navarro. I'm not sure. You'd be the more of my historian.
I believe so. After she getting 2,000 points, I don't think anybody has ever surpassed that.
So there you go. Player of the game, Tatum Harbeth, senior, and well deserved as always. And the Lady Panthers go on to victory here tonight. So look for an update via Facebook later in the week. We'll see who we play, Hank.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out in the next round. I'm excited to see how this will work out. So, well, there
should
you
be
have
good.
it.
Yeah. So here we go. I guess that's going to do it for us tonight here from Seguin High School here in Seguin, Texas, in the bi-district playoff round for your Runnin Lady Panthers versus the Cuero Gobblers. Final score, Navarro 47 and the Cuero Gobblers 34. So everyone stay safe out there, and we will see you here later in the week. God bless and good night.